Things said in this video should not be considered legal, medical, or financial advice. These are all just my perceptions and interpretations of what I'm seeing. That's all history is one's interpretation or perspective from that point in time, from those events occurring in that time period. This is me just writing my history. That's all it is. It's right in the name. His story. Don't ever listen to anything I tell you guys to do. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a guy on the internet who makes videos. I'm fighting algorithms, not people. So some of the things I say in these videos, if it's a certain name, I have to say it cryptically. And I really hope that you guys will understand who I'm talking about when I say it cryptically. So let me explain a little bit of something before I go into this daily report. So the reason why you keep hearing about a bunch of liability protection for businesses and all these actual proposals for a relief bill, there's a reason for that. It protects the business from lawsuits from employees who quote unquote get infected. So put it this way. That's what liability is. This is very important because there's a few lawsuits a lawsuit by a few employees at the MGM Grand because the employees feel that there's a lack of precautions by the casino operators from preventing the spread of CV. MGM came out and actually stated that they spent months of planning for health and safety over the spread of CV, but the people who put the lawsuit together suggest that the company doesn't advise the other coworkers if somebody around them tests positive, essentially leaving it up to the coworkers to find out if somebody tests positive. And if you have to do the work to find out if somebody tests positive, then that kind of puts you at risk for potentially testing positive. And this just comes at the same time as the Amazon fulfillment center in Germany. A bunch of workers are calling for a strike on Monday due to about 30 or 40 people testing positive for CV in that fulfillment center. So that also shows a lot of lack of safety and protection and careness for its employees. And Amazon's supposed to have this brilliant system to help people social distance and not potentially test positive. Let's put it that way. But people are testing positive anyways, and workers are obviously feeling like they're not doing enough. I'm not in Germany, so I don't know. So the TSA came out with a statement about how they actually make the passengers wear masks on the plane, but they don't feel the temperature checks are accurate enough in slowing the spread. And say it doesn't really tell you anything because the asymptomatic person wouldn't have a fever, no symptoms. It's pointless. So, the CDC saying that's a big statement for the airports. That comes right at the same time as the CDC director coming out and stating that we don't have CV under control. And that comes at the same time paired with Fauci talking about the U.S. needs to get control on it, but they don't have full control on it. It's another way of sugarcoating it and saying the same thing the CDC is saying. That's kind of funny because if you think about it, we have all these tests being done. Fauci also stated that we're seeing 30 to 43,000 positive CV cases a day in the U.S. Okay, having that many a day. Then he also came up and said that we could soon be seeing 100,000, if now already having 100,000. And I think we will had 100,000 a day, for the simple fact that Mr. T-Man talks about the amount of tests that we do a day. But if you do that many tests a day, you got a backlog of tests for all the tests you didn't do. You're saying the amount of tests that you've taken, but you're not stating the amount of tests that were analyzed. So all those backlog tests that haven't been analyzed, they're still walking around. And I'm sure the positive CV tests that's within that backlog of numbers, they're just out spreading it. Give the right accurate numbers. But if you do, it scares people, so let's give people an accurate number on a different subject pertaining to the same thing. They don't do their own research, so they're not going to find out. So a statue of Mr. Jeffrey Epstein, we'll say, for algorithm stakes, had a statue erected somehow. Go do the research on it, you'll be surprised. This is following just a couple days prior to this next incident that happened. One of Mr. Jeffrey's confidants, British citizen, also in the U.S. as well, Miss G. Maxwell, was arrested in Washington, D.C. today. It's kind of interesting because she gave some statements, false statements, under oath for her deposition, and her 2019 deposition, rather. And she's basically being charged in connection to Mr. Epstein's case, and her documents she wants to remain sealed, but I'll put a link in the description for her deposition and the whole case matter of what I have. It's about 73 pages. I'm going to try to put a PDF of it. If not, I'll put the website for which I had the PDF from. But she's being charged according to court files, coincidentally, a year right before the anniversary of Mr. Jeffrey's arrest on trafficking charges, who was also 66 years old at the time when he passed. She's being charged on 6 charges ranging from conspiracy to perjury. And essentially the documents are stating that Maxwell helped recruit victims, groom them, prep them, and repeatedly lied when she was questioned about her conduct while under oath while giving her deposition. It's kind of funny. So if take down him, then take down her. Just furthering the plan of tying up some loose ends. Coincidentally, they're asking Prince Andrew to come talk to them next. See what his tale unfolds as. Hopefully some people get some really ripe justice. Thank you. If you like this video, these are just a couple of articles I found interesting today. I'm going to try to do a daily update. Try is the key word. Maybe Monday through Friday, or maybe every 2-3 days, just compile a video like this together of different articles and stuff I find, which all the articles I talked about will be linked in the description. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share my videos so people can hear this alternative information, because a lot of people are blind to this. They don't know how to find this stuff. I'm going to be that voice and that teacher that finds the information and gives it back to you guys that you guys don't see. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day, and please subscribe.